with it right. Here with who I started with, we something like the Spartan. It's going hard regardless. I'm from the 826 plus 5. Mo bitches, Uno, Central Coast, mob and suicide. Only arsonists. I step in the booth and cast, I gotta keep it lit. Engineer all my music, I work hard at this.
That's right, and we're back. We're live on Chicano Tube. We're also live on Chicano Street. This is the street where all the beautiful raza comes and hangs at. Everyone got a voice. Everyone got an opinion. No one is blocked. No one of nada. We don't do no lame ass shit. So gracias all the day oneers. Gracias to everyone inside the members only. It's Sunday evening. And damn, the last couple weeks we've been doing some lives that have really kicked off a lot of content for a lot of content creators. And that's a good thing. That's a good thing. To strike a conversation is always a good thing. To deny knowledge is a bad thing. To want to take up arms and do it on your own goddamn self, well, Martin Luther King, he was against that. And so if you're not intelligent enough to have a conversation, it'll show. Because all you can do is just shit memes, right? But gracias all the day oneers. Gracias everyone in the members only. The backbone of the community, the Chicano channels, the Chicano pages that have been rocking with us since day numero uno. We're almost at 14K. We're knocking on the door. So I appreciate you guys more than you know. We're going to go ahead and do a quick little wrap up of what's going on Sunday. It's actually an open live. I'm going to drop the link inside the chat right now. If anyone wants to join me, I'm going to go ahead and drop the link in the chat. If I can remember how to do that, let me see. Guess, invite guests, copy, comments. Wait. Post comment. All right. I knew I remember how to do it. I haven't done it on the phone in a while, but we got a couple of clips that are loaded and ready to go because I get messages. I get messages. The first ones I get messages are well, let's just say two sets of groups, right? One, my day oneers, my real ones, my solid ones off this YouTube shit. People that a lot of them don't even have social media, but the ones that do hear of us, hear the noise we're making, respect our voice, and say, "Hey, Mikey, what's the real? What's really going on over here?" They're burning flags, cabron. They're burning flags, and of course, since we fly the Chicano flag, we're in a very distinguished, unique, great. Actually, we're in a very great position. And so what's the real, what's going on? We're going to get to that right now. And the other group is obviously, the farm workers that recently with the ICE raids and everything have been a little bit antsy and nervous. And the best thing I do with them is tell them, you know what, turn your phones off. Because obviously this phone shit is not reality. A lot of people can't turn their phones off. It's like a droga. It's like carga. You know what I mean? It's like cloud is the new carga. And but again, we're gonna go over it again. And my what I've been telling the Chicanos and what I've been telling the community farm workers, people don't want to hear it. They don't want to hear the truth. But we're gonna see a flag burning clip. We're also gonna see a clip of Mexico in the city of Mexico saying, "All you cabrones got to go. We don't want none of you guys here." And they're talking about to other countries. We're gonna play that clip. Oh, real quick though, I want to make a little announcement. Announcement. Oh, all crazy. Guess who started following your boy? I seen him on my IG, the follow list. I'm like, is this the real cabron? Let me see if it's the real cabron. And I clicked on the hyperlink. And guess who started following your boy? I want to give him a shout out right now by loading a clip. DJ, load that clip.
I'm the Sancho Papi Blink. Your vieja only wants one thing. Ever since you got your green card, you ya no quieres tacos, puro pasta. Puro Olive Garden, no more raspas. Ya no me respondes en el WhatsApp. Ever since you got your green card, you ojos de color y pupilentes. Hay tras el nopal ahí en la frente. Ahora es puro Drake y no mochente.
Pinche vatos vendidos. No more Chente, man. That'll never happen. That a matter of fact, when he passed away, whew, I didn't even see it hit the raza, the say the raza. The way it hit me hard, man. Anyway, so I just want to give a shout out to official Chingo Bling. Gracias, hey, gracias for the follow, cabron. Appreciate it, cabron. You know what I mean? Funny as hell. I gotta put that clip right there. Sas. You already know what it is with Tio Juve. Tio Juve is the slickest Tio. You know what I mean? Man, he's got a fifth degree black belt in Sancho. Fifth degree. Can you go fifth degree? I don't know. But anyways, all right, you guys. Don't forget to hit that like button. I'm going to show you guys a couple clips, man. I want to get people's opinion. I think I dropped the link inside. Did I drop the link? I did drop the link. Hold on. Post a comment. Yeah, it is. Okay. I just want to make sure it's still pasted. Okay, still pasted in there. All right. If anyone wants to come on, let's go ahead and play some clips. Let's go see what's going on over here. Some stuff is going around, going on. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to call out the podcasters that live in this city for accountability on what's going on in your city. So some of these cabrones, again, they're street still. They say they're street still. Well, this is going on in your city, Oxnard. Now, I might play that again, but first thing I want to do is respectfully ask Oxnard, California, or name someone that can respond for Oxnard, California, and say, is this a representative of Oxnard or not? Now, let me tell you when I see this video. Again, let me play it again real quick. It's only 16 seconds. Then I'm going to give you my thoughts, okay? Let me play it again, and I'll give you my thoughts. Two things I see. One, people that weren't raised right by their parents. Two, I also see misguided youth, the majority of them in this picture, misguided youth. So I'm not trying to put this on, certain people that have common sense and wouldn't do these things. When I say Oxnard, respond to where it's happening, because it can only happen if the people around those barrios are allowing it to happen. That's what I see here. The third thing I see is what I've been saying since the beginning. None of you motherfuckers cared. Now it's January 20th. You're turning into the internet humanitarian of the year. None of you motherfuckers, a lot of you motherfuckers didn't care. And you don't even know that you gain control like a puppet. And guess what? They're paying for this shit because you didn't vote for them. Trust me. Let me tell you, this is happening. This is orchestrated. This is fueled. This is funded. This is sponsored. The little memes that are going out on the internet to get people all fucking mad and arguing right now. Ooh, I seen these 4 years happening, but some people are kind of blindsided. They're like, oh my gosh, is all this just happening on the internet right now? It must be a sign of the time. And those are the people that are playing checkers when they don't even know it's a chess game. Shout out to Nino America. He got his latest post. I think it was shared by Alex Jones. Chingado, wey. Nino America on InfoWars. Watch out. Coming soon. Collab. More truth and nothing but the truth. So help me Jesus. Anyway, shout out to him. All right. So when I see this clip right here, they're burning flags. I had a couple partners reach out to me. Mikey, come on, let me know the real. Okay. And I'm gonna give it to you just the way my partners see it. A lot of us, we're everyone, como se dice, to each his own. Everyone has their own walk in life, and everyone's doing what they're doing. You know what I mean? It doesn't matter if the nothing matters because we're buddies. We grew up in the trenches, in the guerras, in the barrios with bullets and then scars and did everything, right? SWAT raids and all that menace to society shit. And I still tap in with the few that are left. So they reach out to me, Mikey, what's going on out there? I said, Calmate. This is what one partner told me. Is it paisa? he, told, he said, one partner, I'm just giving it to you 100% raw, uncut. One partner reached out to me on the DM, right? Or I think it was Facebook. He goes, I just want to know, is that paisas doing that shit? Or or is it they mad because they're deporting, you know, Mexicans? So I had to go and explain to him. I said, well, first off, okay, the way you say paisas, that comes out because it's Chicanos, you know what I mean? How Chicanos talk in the barrio, you know what I mean? We fly the US flag. It's weird that the youngsters are fucking with the US flag. And be careful who you do that in front of. Let me just tell the youngsters right now. I'm gonna warn you. Just be careful who you do that in front of, man. Because there's some people from an older generation that see things differently. That's all I'm gonna say. That's all I'm gonna say. Okay. Is it the paisas? And I said, it's not, bro. The field workers, the raza, the people that fuel the ag economy, $15 billion industry for us. Most of them, nearly 90% of them, have been here for like 40 years already, bro. Since my parents got here, bro. They did papers. They weren't sleeping on shit. Cause you just no one wants to look over their shoulder. I don't know why people can get in a system where they're on the run but comfortably think they could be on the run forever. Again, that's another subject, because the propaganda memes are out hot right now. Since when is it illegal to be brown? To be brown is not illegal. I mean, some of these quotes are deeper than the Atlantis. I mean, deeper, man. But I'll hold. So when I see that, so I told him, I said, no, I said, that's not the hard farm working, but I'm telling you what he said. That was his, right? He said it. And I say it too, it's Chicano slang. What are you going to do? Ike way, Ike. Unsubscribe, get out of here. I don't got time to explain myself. Anyways, I said, no. And I said, and as far as the youngsters go that are doing that, imagine Cesar Chavez being here right now, seeing the youngsters spin out their fucking tires. Hang off of poles like changos, way. Cesar Chavez looking at the youngsters hanging off of the poles, way. How would that look, man? How would that look? So it's a bad look. It's a bad look. Let me go inside the comment section, man. Mexico eggs are $1.99. Shoot me some expressway. The Skinner. What's up with the Skinner, man? What's he doing, man? Mikey, you only want pasta? What song was that? What song was that? That was a slapper out. Mikey likes extra ranch on his pasta. Shit, I like Gino's on South Main. It's an Italian restaurant, right? Just the name of the food on the menu, it's gonna be smacky. It's the ultimate smack plate is coming to your table when it's called Grandma's Lasagna. Mom's sausage pasta. Grandma, man, I'm telling you, man, we got some pretty good food. We got some pretty good food, man. Shout out to Raza. Beanie's laughing. That's right, man. The Raza Shora. Carlos. So, yes, there were protests today. And I'm glad you mentioned that, Carnal. I'm really glad you mentioned that. Again, I'm never here to say I'm the voice for anyone, or am I ever said, follow me, que soy Machiavelli. Never that. It's always to strike a good conversation respectfully, because I think I'm from the last generation that was taught respect before you open your mouth. So the raza is very intimidated by what's going on right now. I don't want to call the raza scared, because that's calling my people scared. My people are not scared. My people have backbone and a half. My people have heart, corazon and a half too. So I don't want to, don't get words twisted. How people just throw shit out there, But what I'm calling for, Carlos, mi hermano, I don't know if that's Carlos Montes, founder of the Brown Berets. That might be. What I'm calling for is open line of communication between ICBP and the local communities. That way, stabilization and security comes to the raza who deserve it. Because again, here in Monterey County, the majority of them already been here like 40 years, bro, breaking their backs, man. Good thing is that they bought in houses. They stopped moving with the corrida because I told them for years, don't move no more. Prices are going to go up. You need to lock in your rates now. I told them that at the beginning of my career, just helping raza. This is 20 years ago. I've been telling this, I've been giving this advice. And so I understand, bro. I understand, que mucha gente tiene miedo. I'm not denying it. I've had contractors call me, said, Mike, I don't got people showing up right now. Developers I have buddies who are developers. Talk about doing something for the raza. How about building houses for the raza? Shout out to Mark Salinas, developer in Texas. He's building houses for the raza. He's letting me know, Mikey, it ain't all propaganda. I know I was saying that. Go ahead and let the perros in. It's okay. Nomás cierra la puerta. So, Mateo. My money says, yeah. I don't even know what he's saying yep to. I'm kind of going back in the comments now. Why complaining? How is it that 36 presidential candidates or essentially, bro? Let's talk about presidential candidates. Let's talk about what I've been saying since day one. Again, not red, not blue. A lot of you cabrones is Crips and Bloods and shit. You guys are banging politics like you want to just get another pattern and blast it on your chest and get a big old eye buster. It's never that. To me, the number one issue has always been the economy for the raza. It's always been the economy. It's always, can the raza prosper, succeed, get ahead, buy, invest? Get ahead, buy, invest, wealth. We got to get to at least a launch pad where we can do. That's my number one thing. Red or blue, it is what it is. Obviously, now I'm in the Hispanic Assembly. So guess what? It's a wrap now. Now I'm knee deep in it. But anyways, how about the last 4 years? No one wants to mention this. How about the last 4 years? They never allocated any kind of money to provide any kind of reform for immigration. How about that? It makes you think like, oh, maybe it is a talking point every 4 years. We're just meant to gaslight and throw in each other's faces. And I'll talk about the gaslighting right now too, because a lot of people are getting mixed messages, especially they're messaging me, hey, what's going on? And the flag burnings. And we'll get to that. Hold on a second. We'll get to that. Because I'm going to show you also a clip of Mexico. They ain't having that shit over there. Is that an invitation? Yeah. I think, did I drop the link or not? Damn it, man. Can you hear me, P-Dog?
Yeah, what's up, bro?
Oh, my bad. I'm
It's
sorry
all
about
good,
that.
bro.
I
I
didn't
thought I
see the
was.
little,
It's
it
all
let you,
good,
it give
bro.
you
I was
time to
starting to
set up
think
though?
I was starting to think I was banned or something. I was like,
No.
damn.
At least it gave you time to think of the talking points. No te creas. P Dog, what do you think of what's going on right now, especially when you see a clip like this coming out of Oxnard, California? I just want to get your thoughts. It's a 16-second clip. Let me play it and let me get your thoughts uninterrupted. You got the floor, my brother.
That was what that was the American
Oxnard,
flag. That was the
the
American flag
this
on
the
fire.
one or a pile of American flags.
No,
Oxnard and just
but for sure.
the weekend wave of protests. Go ahead.
But for sure, I don't know if it was maybe my stream and I didn't see the whole video. I could tell they were burning a flag. I couldn't identify it as the American flag, but if in fact that was the American flag that was in the video, it probably was. I'm just saying I couldn't for sure identify it. then I guess I probably feel just like you. But I think it's important because I've been hearing yourself, I've been hearing Gil, I've been hearing a lot of people, Nino. I've been hearing a lot of you guys reiterate the sentiment of you cannot do that in Mexico. If you do that, you're going to be deleted or something, something to that effect, or that's not cool to be waving non-American flags like the Mexican flag, and that we're not. When I say we, I mean us Latinos, and of those Latinos that are protesting, a good bulk of them are Mexican American. So that's what I mean when I say us. That we are not. The sentiment I'm hearing from you guys is that we are not being looked at positively because we're waving non-American flags. And well, hey, I'll say that. Sure, I don't like seeing the American flag burned as much as the next guy, but what I will say is that under the amendment, the First Amendment of freedom of speech, that shit is protected. You can wave any flag as a form of expression, literally any flag, and that includes burning it too. Our feelings may not like it, but feelings do not outweigh constitutional rights.
Yes, I agree, 100%.
Another thing is, if we're going to compare what we allow in this country, kind of like you say, hey, in Mexico you can't do that, and or anyone who uses that argument. And if you like Mexico, the same argument but in another form. If you like Mexico so much and you don't like it here so much, why don't you leave, or you should want to get deported, or something to that effect? That's essentially the same logic, and that's flawed because that would be implying that we do our actions based on our neighbor. So whatever they do is that justifies us doing what we do based on them. And that's like, I can't explain it off the top of my head right now, but believe me that logic is flawed.
Now, that was Cholo Trucker that said that, right? He said,
Well,
well,
that
if
was
you
in
hate
Bolivia
it here
Spanish.
so much, shouldn't you want to get deported? What did you think when he
Yeah,
said that?
I'm sorry.
What did you think when he said that?
Not much, because right now I'm speaking a little bit general because, like I said, I've heard that sentiment spoken on from multiple of you guys, even yourself, when you say, hey, in Mexico, that shit ain't cool. So over here, why is it cool? But again, I come back to my points that that's a constitutionally protected form of freedom of expression to wave another flag. And another thing I'm going to say is that in the January 6th insurrection, which a lot of these dudes got pardoned by Donald Trump, by the way, when they were there storming the Capitol, whether you want to say they were allowed in or whatever, they fucking went in there. They were waving flags that were non-American, man, from the 13 colonies flag, which has association links to the slavery shit colonies. Some other weird shit, like, what is it called?
We don't want to talk about slavery. We don't even talk about slavery.
Released the Kraken flag, 3%ers, militia group flag. They were waving all kinds of flags at that insurrection, is my point. And okay.
I was just talking about the origins of that, because a lot of people didn't even know the origins of slavery, and then obviously the 3Ks and how that was birthed and all that.
Well,
But hermano, absolutely, when you talk about freedom, liberty, rights, did you see the clips that I posted? I included that because I wanted people to also understand that it's not all, hey, just negative and damage and property damage is being done, but at the same time, it's also a constitution that says voice your voice.
and you're allowed to express it in that manner, where that includes burning the flag. We may not like it, but that's feelings. Again, feelings don't outweigh the constitutional rights that we all have.
Yeah. And you know what I had to do? I had to explain that a couple of times to a couple of Chicanos that were like, hey, Mikey, what's going on? They're burning the flags. But it's because, me, it's already been a year and a half. I've been pushing the Chicano flag. We embrace two cultures here. And I don't know how many other cultures in the world embrace two cultures like that. And so it's just, we're in like a unique position. So I like people to hear it. Practicality, just someone just growing up that really didn't get groomed to it. But I know I like money. I know when I'm making more money, I'm happier, and I can help not only my brother, but obviously my family first. And but you know what it is. But I appreciate you, P Dog.
Hey, can I ask you something real quick, just so that I
Oh no,
understand?
absolutely, absolutely. I just want to make sure you knew. You could always hop on, off, whatever you want to do. No rush, because I'm gonna also play the clip of a Mexico rally. What if you open a
Real quick,
laptop on
bro.
the
Real
side
quick.
of the phone and then
Hey,
you could see it, but just turn the
hey,
volume down?
my friend. Real quick, I just want to clarify something from my understanding. Whatever you want to speak about, I'll respect that. But you made something sound very clear that we do not talk about slavery or something. Is that right?
No, when we're talking about, like you alluded to, we could always go deeper into politics, touch different topics, and a lot of them seem to be, you were talking about Trump and Trump and Trump, and I get it, right? If it's factual, it's factual. I'm not saying it's not, whatever. And then I would say, oh man, we can go down the road, because a lot of people don't know that who I believe is pushing the raza to destroy and be chaotic for the next 4 years is one certain party, and it's the party that didn't want the slaves to be freed,
Yeah, they're
that
both.
fought tooth and nail that the slaves would remain slaves, and if they had it to their choice. But I'm glad, I guess some people call it progress, evolution, obviously civil rights. I just to remind people, because it's these little certain sayings get said in the communities, that pues sí, soy mexicano, voto demócrata.
Okay.
My brother. So let's play this. I want you to see it. That's what I was saying. I don't know if you could set up a laptop on the side where you could see the live, but just turn the volume down, because I want to play clips, but you're on the
Yeah, I can
live.
see
You're
it.
not going to be able to see them.
I can see it.
Oh, you can? Oh, perfect. Okay, so check this clip out and let me see what you think about it. It's right here. This is in the country of Mexico. Regionally. This is regionally reporting over there. And let me get your thoughts.
Tensions boiled over in the Mexican border city of Tijuana on Sunday. Hundreds of protesters hitting the streets, demanding that the massive caravan of migrants from Central America leave their country. Some holding signs reading, "Say no to the invasion," and singing the Mexican national anthem. Demonstrators accuse the migrants of causing chaos and breaking the law.
Mexico has always been a nation which opens its doors to anyone who needs it, but there are ways to enter someone's home and ask for support and help, and attacking authorities and knocking down barricades is not the right way.
Over the past week, nearly 6,000 migrants have poured into Tijuana and another nearby border city. The mayor says he's expecting that number to climb to 10,000. Many in the migrant caravan are from Honduras, fleeing poverty and violence, and they've received some help along the way. At Sunday's demonstration, a handful of activists showed up in support.
A few migrants are causing trouble, but not all of them. There are good people in this group, including women and children.
Over the past week, Mexico and the U.S. have stepped up security at the border. President Donald Trump deploying 6,000 troops to the area and suspending asylum for migrants who enter the U.S. illegally. Meanwhile, in Tijuana, authorities have urged the migrants to head to shelters for their own safety.
My brother Pete Dog, your thoughts?
I don't know everything that's going on over there. I think that was in Tijuana, right?
Yeah, they closed. The first thing they did was close down the CBP app that had a million, 1 point something million people crossing over. Now these were people that didn't have documents. Let's just keep that a buck. So that got shut down. That didn't stop the people that already had their papers and were crossing, and that didn't stop none of them. They just kept it moving, hopping from Mexicali or San Isidro to TJ, etc. And it caused a whole tidal wave now that the border towns have people from 20 different countries in it. And the old Mexican said, "Hey, we don't have a problem with it." The Mexican said this, the raza right there that was talking, he goes, "No tenemos problema, pero como están entrando," he goes, "they start assaulting our people and our officers and breaking down our barricades." You don't think that would piss somebody off?
Yeah, I guess I'm going to be honest. I don't really understand everything that's going on over there, but I think that, again, if I'm going to here as Americans, you and me here talking, right? I'm not going to base my standards of what I interpret the law or reapply the law based on my neighbor. That goes to my same point of criticizing people that wave non-American flags at these protests or even burning them, which I wouldn't personally do. But again, that's our laws allow that, man. And if I'm going to keep on referring to what happens at my neighbor, you know, that's like, I can't remember, bro. I think that's called false equivalence in logical theory. But I'm telling you that it's
Yeah, I get it. So you're cool with do you identify with the flag yourself?
which flag?
Any flag. No flag, some flag, no flag. Obviously you don't have to, but do you identify with the
Yeah,
flag you
sure,
fly
sure,
with?
sure, man. I'm American. I'm of Mexican descent.
Okay. So the thumbnail that I got up on this video right now, the US flag. That's right. That's right. I'm gonna add the Chicano flag to the studio real soon. But thank you again, Pete Dog. I'm gonna go ahead and let some other guests in one by one.
All right, for sure.
Hey, you take care. Have a good Sunday, my brother.
You too.
Hey, cuídate. All right. So I let Pete Dog say it, but man, I got my own thoughts on what's going on. But here we go. Let me read some more comments. What you guys talking about, man? Oppression is in your mind, he said. Jenny Selby, she's right there sitting in San Diego, overlooking the sunset in a hammock, chilling, relaxing, coconut drink. Life is good. Again, that's what's really happening. That's it's man, common sense needs to come back in. Let's just start logging shit from the 20th of January in 4 years and see if these cabrones deserve another chance. But we don't care if it's red, we don't care if it's blue, we don't care if it's purple. Who is helping the raza advance? Let's just not sugarcoat shit, man. And yeah, we got the Chicano flag, so it's beautiful, man. So we do trip on the US flag, man. We would actually trip on the Mexican one, but it's just a certain degrees, man. It's just a certain degrees. To each his own on that. Oh man, that's crazy. I don't know what the fuck same thing happened over here. This was going on in Oxnard. Everyone's been young at some point. Everyone's been, they think they know it all, just doing shit in the street. That's nothing new. No one's saying none of that is new. And no one's saying that particularly anyone is responsible for the people that are in that video that already went viral. I mean, we're on the back end of sharing shit like that. That's already been gone viral. That video in itself. And the partners that reached out to me, Mikey, what's going on? It's either paisas, misguided misfits. I forgot what they were. The homies were telling me. Okay, I'm just giving it to you straight from la boca. Okay, and I said, bro, it's propaganda, man. It's people see propaganda's a man. People will do things and not even know they're doing things, getting controlled to do it. At the same time, they're releasing all the memes, releasing all the videos, and it's the cool kids. But the common sense people are going to gravitate toward the intellectual common sense people and be like, let's just practically lay this out. No one's denying this or that or that, however, and we just talk about certain shit and keep it pushing. But in front of me, the flag or a pile of flag, first of all, I won't even touch the ground. I'm sorry, it's not even going to touch the ground. People are going to get mad, man. It's not going to touch the ground, man. Again, come on, man. How are we seeing things through certain lenses, man? Spider-Man just checked in the casa south side, stopped on, just stepped in the building. My boy, I appreciate you. I always gotta real recognize real, mi hermano. How you been, cabron? Me and Spider-Man were like 2, 3 years ago. We could have went to that handball tournament they had in SoCal. We would have ran the pinche court, you know. We're joking, laughing about it. Other mamadas we won't even, bring up again. You already know what it is. It's 2025. It's a new day, man. A lot of us aren't even here, man. Look at Ken Flores. Rest in peace. His family grieving. The brother Ken, the Chicano brother Ken Flores, man, that died because no one around him was like gonna intervene on just you're going too much, man. It's you got to pump your brakes. So that we're here is a blessing, bro. We're blessing. But Spider-Man just stepped in the araña. That's right, my boy. I see. I know that was your picture, cabron, on NHZ, cabron. I know that was your picture. I said there can't be too many. I said I know that was. I seen it. You saw it too, right? They didn't tag you, but they got the photos. Not a lot of them are not on there. Very few are on the internet. Even once you share it on Facebook, no matter what, it's out there. You know what I mean? IG, Facebook, no matter what. The avatar, and then shortly after that, but I was already heading home. They turned it into paper clothes. Wait, and it said it was turning into paper clothes, and I'm like, I'm out of this shit. You can keep this shit, keep it all, man. Take care of it. I want my family. Trump is burning the flag from the inside. Damn it, gotcha comment. If he had a gift emoji right there, he'd drop a gift emoji. Burn it. Because someone did, man. This influencer dropped an emoji, right? And actually put La Casa Blanca where the president lives. It could be any president. Is it just because he's a güero? Because I wouldn't give a shit if he was a negro, a chino, indio. I wouldn't give a shit who's the best person to run the country. And if both of them son diablos, then it's the lesser of the two evils, right? Is that not common sense? Neither. That's not common sense. I'll hope. But if he could, 1984. I was already a little chavalito right there in 1984, man. I was happy as hell when I went to the Goodwill. I'm not joking with you. I found the Michael Jackson jacket, a little chavalito, in the Goodwill. I remember even finding the Freddy Krueger mask. I remember even finding, I think, the Freddy Krueger a glove with the pinchy knives. All that shit is a little chavalito. Man, when I was a kid, those were the golden years, man. Those were the golden years. The He-Mans. Are you kidding me? The fucking He-Mans and the castles and shit. Man, that was crazy. Damn it. Is Cholo Juan responsible for this? Call him out. U.S. Supreme Court in Texas versus Johnson, 89. The court ruled that flag burning, even if offensive to many, is a form of symbolic expression. Norby's hit me with that one. You know what I mean? Threw a jab at me. Boom, it landed. No, just kidding. Yeah. Or trip on the last clip. You guys, Norby's already know this. Comedy skits, funny. When he said, these people saying they're going to call on me. These people say they hope I get picked up. And, that's going to be everywhere. Everywhere. I just told my wife today was date day. All day we went shopping and eating with my wife. We're having lunch, and I just told my wife, I said, the internet don't really mean that much. Who I rather be loved by is here. Everyone around us. We're at Stoney's Tap House on the south side. Sergio, who is the founder of Stoney's Tap House on South Main, he passed away. My age, our age, me and my wife. Now we go and we see how it's just booming, exploding because the food is good. I had brisket fries with cabrones. Brisket fries today, barbecue brisket fries. Only certain opportunities will be given to people open businesses up, man. It's fucked up when someone opens a businesses up when everything is prospering, and then when the fucking economy goes to shit, then the business tanks and goes to shit. And then you wonder why people just want to settle for average, settle for mediocre. Actually, let me say this. There's an influencer. A lot of people follow this influencer. She's been putting on her pinchy IG story, I kid you not, socialist badges from socialist organizations. Let me ask the people what you think about that. Because sometimes they'll come in the name of the brown. And I told the Raza a long time ago, not everything brown is good for brown. Because that's how a lot of us just vote anyways. We'll just see the last name Lopez and boom, automatically fill in the hole. Lopez. How about influencers telling you they rather do a socialist system? I'm seriously asking you guys. I'm not even trying to sound condescending. I'm asking the gente. You want to try socialism and all of us work for the government on a flat rate? Comment below, man. The real illegals from Central, South America, Caribbean, and the Eastern Hemisphere are co-opting our struggle and benefiting from our plight. Mexicans are native to North America. You ain't lying, my boy. So when people say, hey, the ties to the land matter a lot. And the people say, this is Mexico right here. Where we're standing right here is Mexico. Like something like this. You know. Qué bonito de nuestra americana mexicana. Some people will have it like that. I don't know. Mike's laughing. Jenny Selby, that's right. I'm Mika Lane in the 619. Jenny Selby. Let me put that banner back on. All right, gente. Last thoughts on these clips. Oxnard. All I see is just misguided young people whose parents failed, man. 1, 2, the misfit age is just something that everyone has to go through. And 3, don't know that there's people's plots and plans where ever since November 6th, 12:01 a.m., November 6th, 12, and there's some people's plot that said, well, now let's just have them talk about chaos. And you know how we're going to give it to them the way we always do, right through their phone. And then reshare. The wifey too, she's been taking off her earrings, rolling up her hair. She's been oh man, she's on the phone, or else she'd come in the comment section, you guys. Oh man, the pull-ups got me sore as hell. What about in Mexico?
Tensions boiled over in the Mexican border city of Tijuana on Sunday. Hundreds of protesters hitting the streets, demanding that the massive caravan of migrants from Central America leave their country. Some holding signs reading, "Say no to the invasion," and singing the Mexican national anthem. Demonstrators accuse the migrants of causing chaos and breaking the law.
Mexico has always been a nation which opens its doors to anyone who needs it, but there are ways to enter someone's home and ask for support and help, and attacking authorities and knocking down barricades is not the right way.
Over the past week, nearly 6,000 migrants have poured into Tijuana and another nearby border city. The mayor says he's expecting that number to climb to 10,000. Many in the migrant caravan are from Honduras, fleeing poverty and violence. And they've received some help along the way. At Sunday's demonstration, a handful of activists showed up in support.
A few migrants are causing trouble, but not all of them. There are good people in this group, including women and children.
Over the past week, Mexico and the U.S. have stepped up security at the border. President Donald Trump deploying 6,000 troops to the area and suspending asylum for migrants who enter the U.S. illegally. Meanwhile, in Tijuana, authorities have urged the migrants to head to shelters for their own safety.
And we do have to pay attention who's putting these labels on the raza. It's the same people that say they're for you, for diversity, for everyone, inclusivity. It's the same one that are putting labels on the raza. The same one that have been saying, well, mow our lawns and cut our grass and all kinds of shit that we're like, hell no, man. Hell no. And yeah, burning the flag, hell no. No, 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 no. Last comment, gente. They didn't honor the Treaty of Guadalupe Hidalgo. They still took our land. But it now that's just at you want to just stop at that century way? Because then they want to go all the way, just kind of like the Holy Land debate. Is the Holy Land, whose is the Holy Land? They were there first, or the Lord said, I'm giving it to you guys, and it doesn't matter who was there. Now the Lord gave it to them. Possession, time, all these things. Then before then, it was always indigenous land. Well, I don't see like an indigenous coalition fucking body anywhere represented. I had to join the Hispanic Assembly to go from the city level to the regional level because I guess they already had their eyes on me. You know, they were like, "Oh yeah, you got a seat, man. Come over here. You could run your own meetings and blah blah blah." You know, of course, okay, I get it, man. But this is how we get our voices heard. And when we get in front of the people, what are you doing to help the raza, man? At the end of the day. But yeah, flying and burning these flags, no bueno, man. That's that new school shit, maybe. I don't know. I think West Coast Graffiti is out there for. He looks a little bit off, man. It might have been a lot of Dutch boy gold, yeah. You know, he said he was a tagger. Probably already always had a backpack with Krylon cans, you know. So whatever's left in the cabeza, he's running on it. You know, he's on autopilot. I don't know, but he came in and commented, fuck this, fuck that, and then disappeared. But I saw the comment, and someone else saw the comment on one of my videos and then disappeared. And I'm like, you know, he was drunk. He was out pisteando one night. He was in his feelings, emotions, and that's what they want you to do instead of trying to hustle, trying to finally buy the house, trying to finally start the business. Now we're going to have first-time home buyers assistance come back. I bet you. They're going to be a little kitty of money for first-time home buyers. Watch. And then, you know, then they'll shit on them after that, you know. After he helps them, it is what it is, right? These cabrones. Robert Woolley's in the building. About the Latino protests in America right now. At least they're not storming the Capitol or rioting and looting and calling it racist when it's referred as rioting and looting. Call it. I agree with calling it what it is. You know. Did you see what fucking P Dog? Did you see what just came out? Did you see I put a clip out? It went in the raza one ear and out the other. They ain't even just like they're putting this information out and slapping us in the face, and no one is even catching it. None of the raza are catching it. We're too busy on this and fight the power or some, you know, some other shit, whatever. Okay. And at the same time, they're saying we lied to you for 4 years. We knew that motherfucker came out of a lab. And families got divided, marriages got divided, children got divided, people unalive themselves, all kinds of different mental illness, all kinds of shit. This caused so much damage. And what did they do? They put a pardon on the main guy as he left office. It was a lot of damage, man. And I'm not even trying to get heated like I did last time on that topic. But when information is coming out, how is that a bad thing? Someone tell me, how's that a bad thing? When RFK finds out when they're whacking his dad and his uncle, how's that a bad thing? When MLK's daughter finds out the MLK files, that they said, ooh, a lot of people have been waiting for this one. Let's go. They said it was hundreds of thousands of documents. You know, it's crazy, man. A lot of shit's happening, bro. People actually, I think they're going to go to the White House now. All these celebrities are going to go back. Like Kim K, she went there when he was president like 4 or 5 times and got people released, but no one talked about it. No flag should ever be burnt. Damn, man, that shit is stupid. It triggers people. You know what it reminded me? I haven't been around like disrespect in a while, but my spider sense still goes off. You know when the last time my spider sense went off bad, where I was like, you know what, let's just finish eating and we're gonna have to keep it pushing because it's getting real disrespectful. It was my daughter's birthday, my oldest daughter. She's a 1-1 baby. She's a New Year's baby. We're on Santana Row in San Jose at the Yard House. And it was Raiders and Niners playing. I really don't go out like, just we have a tight circle, just us, but especially go out in public or whatever. It's always a vibe, but I'm just saying, usually I don't. I'm with my family. And when we went, people were just, you could tell, drinking and getting really loud and just disrespecting. I mean, bad. I mean, using the F bombs, boom. And I'm like, okay, everyone's right next to each other. This whole shit will kick off like a fucking C4, like a warehouse full of C4. So I was like, yeah, you know what I mean? One of the reasons, you know what I mean? Because there's no respect, man. You know what I mean? Abuelitas and fucking kids. I wonder, I don't know. I haven't heard that there's any kind of barrier, limitations in a long time, man. Since the 90s. Well, what Mexico don't want is illegals. How funny is that? But when Sleepy Joe was in his bunker, was it? No, all I'm saying, bro, is they put billions of dollars into other countries, and the whole time they didn't reform immigration. Why didn't they reform immigration? Someone answer me that. In the last 4 years, and just answer me that, because if it happens right now, DACA all done, amnesty, they'll still take a shit on them. It's the next second. Fuck it. When Americans, like in my parents' generation, would come out of that office, wave that little American flag, take a happy ass photo for the memory, and say, guess what? Moving on up, moving on up. It's happening. Hopefully, not really. Oh man, it's about racism. I never denied that there's not. I said that me and the wifey experienced it firsthand, man. Until we got an address out there, Ocean Cliffside, there were certain places that would close doors, but now they can fuck with us. So it's kind of like saying it without saying it. So nothing's perfect. I know one city for sure that I traveled to that for sure they didn't want to cut our hair and we couldn't even eat. That's a crazy story. But but this is what happens, man. People want you to live with resentments. They want you to live with negativity. So me, if I was ever young and I got my ass whooped by the PD, like I would have some kind of negativity for them for the rest of my life. Well, since I had that experience, I believe I could speak on it. And so I ain't got no problem, because I know that if there wasn't any kind of law enforcement, then we go back to the only the strong survive days. And guess what happens? That's like the fucking the world wars, when the men go away to war and the women and the children are by themselves. It's an ugly situation. We're not at the Holy Land, but people always say that it's because I had Kiawi. Kiawi, man. I want to invite him again. I actually invited him to the town hall. I just invited him to the town hall, Kiawi. Maybe he'll join us. Okay. I just invited him again, but he came on saying European religions. And it kind of it ruffled up the chat. The chat never heard that, and we started getting lit. And to me, of course, it's the age of the Gentiles, so I ain't tripping, However, I got the good news. I got the good news, man. We win. Ciao. That's the good news. We win. Build the wall. Stop the did I tell you, bro, that my boy that built my trunk, the Cadillac trunk, Donna's trunk? Okay, custom box, Texas. He passed on that. He OD'd on that. I tell the youngsters, the stupidest thing you could ever do in your motherfucking life is put some pills inside of you, because once it gets inside of you, it consumes you because it's so damn strong. Don't be a moron. Don't be an imbecile. Don't be a pendejo, man. Retrasado. Don't put no pills inside. That's the worst shit, man. How do you want to go from nothing to the worst shit? And you're like $1.20. We're still indigenous, bro. Yeah, bro. Yeah. But I mean, come on, let's keep it a buck, man. Look at my cara, right? Of course, I'm gonna have stronger Spanish features, Shout out to Tokyo Drifter. I'm trying to bring him on the channel. He's the dude that blew up on TikTok that does videos regarding your last name. He'll tell you where you're from. I said, wait, I want to bring Tokyo Drift around too, man. But like I said, they hate us. What to do? It's, you know what? To me, a lot of it was, to me, P Dog. I'm gonna keep it a buck, man. Here, let me be honest with you. I was honest. Let me ni modo, right? But I'm gonna keep it a buck with you, P Dog. When I saw that one party says you have to take God out of it, I'm not gonna stand in front of the judgment seat of Christ one day and say that I denied him. Because if I reject him that he's Lord, I believe that's the only sin that's unforgivable. Everything else, the Lord will forgive you. But if you want to deny him, reject him, that he won't forgive. So when I saw one side says erase him from everything, I I mean that, and of course that's not, traditional like our parents, Mexicans. We got altars everywhere. Where we got, you know what I mean, beautiful altars. I've seen beautiful altars inside of some of these houses in Mexico, bro. Talk about feeling Mexicano, man. Show. All right, last comments, man. The northern nations, we're here first. Damn, man. Wayward Son says Turtle Island. Wayward Son is going to be on the town hall meeting, gente, before I go. Wayward Son has already confirmed he's on the town hall meeting. Wayward Son is definitely going to be there. It's going to be a great conversation. We're going to do better in moderating. We're going to, take it to the next level. We're going to have everyone just respectfully let people give their points across. And hopefully they block that time off. I'm not trying to go over on time, but if everyone gets their point across, I think it would be better. And we're going to be very diversely represented by a lot of different perspectives. It's going to be great, man. That's the 12th of February, 6 o'clock. I'm out, you guys. I want to see what you guys think of these clips that we're playing. All right, you guys. Last comments. Diablo tapping in Oak Park Sakura 916. That's right, man. Sacramento's been in the building, on day one. That's right. I see my boy. That's what we're talking about. It's the youngsters are misguided, but it's not the person, it's the propaganda behind the person. I've seen propaganda get a motherfucker hit, man. Not the people. Oh, you thought propaganda. And whoever created it is at fault, not these guys. They're just the pawns on the chessboard. I'm out. I'll tap back in with you guys. Remember what I always say. Hey, hit that like on the way out, though, cabrones. Hit that like. I'm going to stay a little bit second because, oh, man. This is what I've been doing at Anya. They added another tier of moderators. So I put Miss Chicano to super moderator, and I have to reset them. I got to go back now, and I got to watch the live, and I've already done like twice. I've already done it twice. I just got to make it's in a month. I got to make time, and then I'm gonna go ahead and hand them back, cabron. But from day one, you already know the wrench is coming, man. The wrench is coming. That's for sure. I got a partner really white. All right, let's see, bro. This was crazy. Why did they get a pardon? I don't know. I mean, politicians. I mean, look at this one.
Have you ever heard of somebody getting a preemptive pardon who was innocent of all crime? Who's just an innocent person? Have you ever heard of that? Just somebody getting a blanket pardon and they're an innocent person?
But no, it's the president's own family. It's people that have been covering up for the president in addition to his own family.
Is there an innocent explanation for someone to seek preemptive pardons for family members? Would you do that if you knew you were innocent and just worried about outside forces?
The answer to that is going to be no. If you haven't done anything wrong, you sit there and go, what do you need a preemptive pardon for?
If he pardons people preemptively, he's essentially telling the public that these people have committed crimes. And we may not be aware of what they are, but the pardon is clear evidence that crimes have been committed.
President Trump is reportedly considering a way.
That's too much. Hey, gente, tap back in with the familia. I'm out. Remember what I always say? Beautiful Linda Raza, man. Hit that like on your way out. That's right, Ben. Just stepped in the building. Boyle Heights. Hold on, I got to pause a little bit. Show. Oh, what a night. Oh, right there was for Boyle Heights, man. Shout out to Boyle Heights that stepped in the building. That's right. Agree with Gnarly about hey, agree or disagree. You're in America, cabrones. So let freedom ring. Because if we didn't have freedom, we wouldn't be able to say nada. So whatever you, I'm just here to host the conversation. Serio. I'm just here to host the conversation. I'm out. I'm out. Remember what I always say? Remember what I always say. In the end, all you got is the memories.